Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the D2CL. It's a Dota 2 Champions League powered by Epic Esports events as well as, face it, S+4 versus Team Empire. I say S+4 because I don't want to pronounce that name anymore. It's really hard to pronounce. Skorokhod+4. I did it anyway. I'm Lysander, going to be joined here by Mike Loris. Hello, my friend. What do you think about this Warlock first pick again? Is it something we're missing here? It didn't look too convincing last game.
I think the power level of the hero is strong enough that you could probably afford to run it back and not be too punished. I'd like to see OD get some love in the pick phase instead of the ban phase. Cough, cough, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But you know, even though Warlock's performance in the last game wasn't amazing, it's you could always just strike that out and just run it back, and you'll probably have a decent time. But on the Empire side, we have a little bit of a interesting development. We have Batrider plus the Ogre finally getting into the pool. Always been my dream to see Ogre Magi first pick material, and here it is. But now we're going to see how much Empire can build around this Ogre. It's usually, you have the Ogre Magi, you'll have that early game pressure. How much can you abuse Bloodlust, though? That's the question.
Oh yeah, you can put it on a lot of heroes. You put it on Sniper, we have it on Drow, we have it on the... What's that hero? OD? OD's not bad, actually.
Lifestealer is a pretty big one.
Lifestealer as well. You can actually put Bloodlust on any other hero because not only does it give attack speed, it gives the movement speed as well, which is huge for chasing down. It makes a little differences in the early phase as well.
Yeah, that's what makes it good with the Batrider. It's not the best versus Batrider, but you could certainly do worse. Just have a super high MS Batrider with Firefly burning people down. Looks like the Dire, though, S+4, are not going to deviate too much away from their original game plan. I thought their game plan was okay. Their execution was not quite as good as Empire's, so I don't mind this too much.
10 seconds remaining.
Same picks here from S+4, so they must believe in their strategy from the last game and want to stick to it this time as well. Maybe sort out some of the kinks. And Team Empire again banning heroes that we think would be good for them. Fearful of the Hawk Infest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at a certain point you just ban out the Beastmaster combos. Slark is not really a huge combo, but is definitely one of those core heroes, at least, that can abuse the fact that he has allies who give him a lot of vision. You just hunt for those kills with the Shadow Blade, and usually that's a pretty clean 1-2 punch. I'm wondering how far S+4 actually want to continue with this draft. I think, like, if you have the Beastmaster already, why not pick up Invoker? I like that as just a hero to have with S+4, but I'm not really sure if I would like them running back the entirety of their last draft. Empire will probably see that one coming, first of all.
Yeah, well, the Morphling ban here, it might be a little bit have to do something from the last game, probably. But the Enchantress. Yeah. Is there something they don't want people stealing? The bird, the boar? I still think it's not a big reason to pick Enchantress just because it's a Beastmaster. Maybe enchanting the Necro books, yeah, probably.
Enchantress is pretty good up against Beastmaster for that reason. You just get rid of the book and whatever. It's hard to kill her if you're working with Warlock Beastmaster, not a lot of non-right-click burst damage. It is also a support hero that actually uses Bloodlust very well. Again, you got to look at how you build around this Ogre Magi. Oracle is just not going to at all. But if you run a support Enchantress, even if she has a slow start, give her Bloodlust, get her an Aghanim Scepter, and she's going to be killing everything. So I think there is some threat for that hero. I don't think it's worth the ban, but I'm not going to second guess S+4. They definitely know Empire a lot more than I do.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the Enchantress ban, I mean, yeah, we already talked about why it's a possible thing, but they go for Mirana for G again. So
Dire team's turn to pick.
Alright, not gonna take that Ursa Warrior right off the bat to counter Juggernaut. There is still Beastmaster for the control, so don't want to be too hasty about these things. You still have that last pick for them, so I'm just sad Miposhka is not gonna get slaughtered anymore.
Yeah, first ban respect.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that guy's crazy.
Probably hear that's going to be first banned occasionally anyway.
Why is OD not picked at all, guys? Something happening?
It's not too late for S+4 knowing that there's a Mirana on the other end. It's probably too late for Empire, unless they want to do something weird with the safe lane. OD is still really good. Teams have kind of figured out how to hard
there you
counter
go.
him a little bit more.
Radiant
And for
team's turn to
Empire, coming out from the safe lane, there aren't really that many heroes that hard counter an OD. So yeah, I guess like the fact that teams know how to hard counter him early on, like just pick a sniper or something like that, means that you have to kind of scope out the field a little bit more before you decide,
Fire
okay,
team
now it's
ban.
time for OD to be very safe and therefore be very powerful.
What about Razor?
No, Razor sucks.
Yeah, but it has been picked against OD. It's good against OD.
Yeah, it is
10
good against
seconds
OD. It
remaining.
is decent up against Juggernaut. It's actually very good up against Beastmaster because of
5
the
seconds remaining.
static charge, soft countering the roar. I'm very biased against Razor,
Reserve
but
time.
for Empire, I feel like they can make it work, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
really need a heavier
Dire
hitter.
team's
Like
turn.
right now, their scaling damage is limited. G can do a certainly good amount of work on the Mirana, but right-click wise, scaling wise, when you're competing up against an OD and a Juggernaut, you need something big. From the safe lane, it seems like Sven is probably just one of the safer picks they can make.
10 seconds remaining.
Sven does seem like the logical pick here, but
5
there is
seconds
so
remaining.
many there's so many ways to actually lock down the Sven. Beastmaster Roar, there's the
Reserve
Golem,
time.
there's the Banish on his targets. I don't think Sven is the right idea here. The Husker was a clever ban. I think they caught that one. But speaking of like clutch last picks,
5
would a
seconds
Brood
remaining.
Mother actually function well here if an X isn't picked up? Okay, Pudge. Wow. Okay, I root for S+4 now.
Radiant team's turn to pick.
I'm gonna call an Alchemist just because I feel like it.
Okay.
Broodmother
Okay.
doesn't. Broodmother's.
No, I'm just
reasonable,
throwing
I
it out there.
suppose.
I'm not sure if it's viable, but
Yeah.
it does seem like no, but it will make them run a mid bat, which is weird.
10 seconds remaining.
You don't want mid bat up against OD. Like, killing him is just
5 seconds
impossible.
remaining.
Yeah, but this
But
Pudge,
the Pudge
man.
is certainly an interesting one for S+4. Just being able to set up with a lot of sieging power, the
Reserve
OD
time.
getting eventually Dragonlance Hurricane Pike, Juggernaut with Sustained Warlock as well. You can force these fights, but Empire do have Oracle, so False Promise up against the Roar and the Dismember, pretty good. Even the Edict, really good up against the Pudge.
Yeah, but overall, we'll see if Empire go with Sven. I still think Sven is the wrong idea here. Maybe PA, his PA ban. Maybe PA, but even PA seems very lackluster. Well, they'll have their work cut out for them.
S+4 have a lot of ultimate based disable, but not a lot of random disables to throw around, so they may be able to get away with one of these more mobile core carries.
Roar's on a pretty short cooldown. There's also Banish. You have to take note of that. I think S+4, they have got a really nice multi-layered draft here. They have teammates that can save one another, or they can stun whatever you're throwing at them. They've got a good mix of physical and magic damage. It's troublesome. You can see
Medusa
Team
doesn't
Empire
look
are stumped.
Right here,
They're really stumped.
they don't
There
want
you
to play
go.
it too slow.
Ursa Warrior, it's good against Jug, but it suffers the same problems as Sven, right?
Yeah.
There are
Pretty much-
so
pretty much the
many
exact
kiting
same problem.
abilities.
Maybe even more problems because like once you blink in on Ursa, you gotta kill them immediately. Like Sven, if you blink in and get astrals, like yeah, whatever, you'll wait a little bit, but you'll still be very powerful when you pop out. For Ursa, like you'll just lose all your cooldowns. So yeah, that is maybe a concern for Empire. It's again, Bloodlust helped. You got the Mirana as well. Going into Juggernaut and OD, who are typically get fairly tanky.
I like how Roger is not playing at Warlock anymore. It's like, no, please, don't make me play it again.
You get a Bang score. Rogers playing the Pudge.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, gonna run through the teams. Empire on the Radiant side, we have Seema the Slayer playing Oracle. Poshka, the YOLO player, gonna play Ogre Magi. G, gonna play Mirana again. Ghost Stick on the Bat Rider, and Aloha Dance on that Ursa Warrior. It's +4. Do you wanna do it?
Looks like for S4, I mean, aside for that Vang Score Warlock Roger switch, it's pretty much everything you would expect. Shotshell running back, the Beastmaster, Tim Wild OD, Juggernaut Seedoy. It is the Ursa on the other end, so maybe Empire will just be able to get off to a really quick start. I mean, that's what their draft is kind of just really good at, getting off to a very aggressive start. by this Ogre Magi and then just snowballing, never-ending snowball, and maybe they'll be able to just get around the Ursa weaknesses just by being so disgustingly far ahead. Never rule that out when you have an Ogre and an Ursa and a Bat Rider early on.
Yeah, but I'm not too convinced if they don't get that early game done, because once the ultimates for S+4 come online and Empire don't have any big leads to show, I think they're going to just fall behind. There's too many teamfight controllers in this game. I don't know. I'm going to favor S+4 70% here, honestly.
I'm going to favor them, but a little bit less than you. I think the drafts are fairly even because Empire have so much early game power. The Oracle not dying is going to be very important as well. At least in the kind of early laning stage, they need to
but these
make
guys
sure the Oracle
these guys are
keeps getting
throwers,
experience.
so I don't know. I expect this to go at least mid late. Okay,
You don't have confidence in Empire being able to snowball their lanes?
I have a confidence in Empire to make this interesting.
Okay.
Is that
I think that's fair.
is that a good cop out answer?
Yes. As far as cop-out answers are concerned, that was okay.
Alright,
I'll
so
allow it.
Empire gonna start the game off with a DCG. Gonna have some problems, and I mean, I'm already rooting for S+4 because of Pudge. I don't play
I've
Pudge
seen a lot of
ever.
play recently.
I don't play Pudge ever, but it's fun to live vicariously through people that do. So
Just having the Dismember up against the Empire squad is very nice. Having the hook to kind of soft counter the Bat Rider potentially could be very nice. Repositioning.
I don't think
heroes
Hook
that are hit with
works
the
on
arrow.
lasso targets. So
What was that?
Hook doesn't work on lasso targets. You can't pull your friends away.
Can't you hit the Bat Rider with it?
Yeah, you can hit the Bat Rider. Oh wait. Yeah, you can hit the Bat Rider. I think it might break it, or it might actually drag your friend along. I think it probably drags your friend along,
Pretty
but
sure it drags it along.
I'm pretty sure it's like movement with Force Staff. It's the same.
Yeah. That's what I would
But if you
imagine.
hit the targets being lassoed, it would not pull.
I mean, between that and the OD Imprison, they don't have like a Legion commander.
Yeah,
just
Bat
say
Rider
no
is gonna be
button,
very. I think Bat Rider is gonna be really. I don't want to say useless, but he's gonna be very inconvenienced in this game. There are hawks scouting him. There is a lot of there's a lot of trouble for him. I think that's all that I can say. OD is proven time and time again to be a real bane of Bat Rider. So wait, let me.
It's not going to be the easiest. He does have a lot of heroes that can help him out with that, so it doesn't have to be him, at least in the laning phase, getting all the action. But
Poshka gonna
actually
walk
we
right
have
into the Poshka, and
Ogre
they
versus
don't have,
Pudge, the fight of the century right here.
Oh,
Pudge is actually in a
Roshka,
really bad
he's
spot because Ghost Stick down to his north.
Oh, this is bad. This is actually really bad. He might have boots, but there's the ball coming in. Rochka, is he gonna drop low enough though? The napalm sticks are gonna be there. Lucky for him, he does have the ghost the ball there to bail him out. So now the heal comes in with Poshka. Might have another ignite. Seedoy is in close. Tamai Wild gonna start with a banish. Maybe beat Poshka now caught by the spins. Oh, slow is down. Gonna be brought down there. So a first blood gank turns into a first blood for S+4. So Seedoy definitely gonna enjoy that one. Free pickup for him. And they will relinquish the bottom rune, I think, because of that. Won't have time to reach there in time, so it'll be 1-for-1. But Ogre going down there, definitely not part of the plan. And he walked out of base without items as well, which was unfortunate. Usually, if he had an Orb of Venom there, maybe he could have locked down the Pudge.
Or inlay, something like that. Did Pudge have boots
Yeah, he
loading
did.
out?
He did have boots.
And that's a huge difference there. Like even with Ignite and Napalm, I mean, Bat Rider doesn't exactly have a lot of kill power until he's level 2, in which case he has Napalm and Firefly. Obviously not the case. So yeah, Pudge is gonna get out, and they do turn around for a first blood onto the Juggernaut, no less. So pretty good start for S+4, but still this this early game for Empire isn't lost. Like they still have a lot of power in these lanes.
Yeah, the nice courier on Empire. I don't believe my courier, this Omni, what do you call it? Omnibi got to that high level in the last compendium. I think it took some serious
shit,
money to get to
upgrade.
that red.
Level 21.
Yes.
Old enough to drink in the States.
It's the last level as well. It's really nice actually. But Roshka now gonna be feeling the fire again. Ogre looks like he'll be settling for early boots instead of an Orb of Venom.
I think that's fine. Like, just getting movement speed differential is reasonable. Batrider's usually not going to struggle to keep up to his target, so he doesn't really need a lot of slows. He needs to make sure that the Ogre's there as well.
Roshka.
Roger
Oh, no,
is,
no,
though,
no,
gonna
no,
Pushka whacked.
That was lame. That was super lame there from Pudge.
Immediately gets dewarded up on the high ground.
Start of Ignite.
Well,
I think he's in trouble. What's he
I don't know why
doing?
they're trying to kill a Juggernaut, though.
Harassment gone wrong. Warlock with the steal. Wow, Vanskor. Wow. Vanskor with the steal. It was a blatant steal as well. It's like, let me get that. Reaches over with that extendable selfie stick.
I'm not really sure why Ogre does that. Like, Juggernaut's the one hero that they could never ever kill in this lane because he has Blade Fury. So why do you go up and start punching him? I have no idea. So Pushka kind of gets an express route back to his base.
Is that a hook? Nope.
He is in between 3 heroes, but it's an Ogre, so, you know.
He's died twice now. What's another time, right? OG. Gonna have to be careful here in the middle lane. Mirana is putting a lot of pressure on him, but I think G is just drawing him in there with a false sense of security. Hello, Ogre. Ignite starts off, but with Pushka, they're gonna start a Seamer Slayer, and now there is that orb. He might have to self-banish, but if he self-banishes, he sets up an arrow for himself, and now G will miss it, that arrow. So perfect use of his ability there. Will keep himself alive, but Tame Wild will be on the back foot now. Push back. Seamer Slayer does have that arcane rune, so just gonna be annoying. Yeah, look at Tame Wild. Gotta salve up, but losing a sizable chunk of his health.
This is a bottom lane Ursa that is going 100% uncontested. You can make the argument maybe that Juggernaut's getting more because of a couple of free deaths from the Ogre Magi, but Loa Dance right now is able to get pretty much the fastest Roshan skill build possible, getting no points Earthshock, because it's pointless up against just creeps. So he's going to be pretty happy on this bottom lane. The rest of the action, though, is in the jungle, where the Ogre, once again, fighting it out with Pudge, and he's actually just straight up fighting, because he knows it's not going to escape. It's a lot of damage onto the Pudge, but nowhere close to a kill.
So Miposhka still thinks he's on Slaughter here. He's gonna lose his life again. But yeah, we talked about this Ursa early Rosh. I think when you get a mask, you can do Roshan, right? By level 3.
Well, he's level. Yeah, I mean, he could probably just grab some lifesteal and go in pretty soon. The concern is that he's up against Pudge and Beastmaster, so like sneaking it is so hard unless the rest of the team pushes top lane or something like that. But he will be in a position where he can pretty quickly go for it.
Yeah, but the Pudge is already gonna TP bottom, realizing that there isn't much actually in terms of threats here. So gonna come down here for some free EXP. EXP very valuable in Pudge. Once again, Tame Wild getting chased back by the Ogre Harassment. This Ogre, all 3 deaths on his team, all attributed to him. They want to go for this Beastmaster.
Ursa does pick up the Earthshock, so killing off Roger is a possibility right now. If an Earthshock lands, setting up for a Fortune's End, it's possible, but they're going really deep in for it.
Oh, Aloha Dance. A rare case of no balls, and will not go for it. Overpower is level 1 though, so I can understand why he doesn't want to go in, but I think he might actually now wrap around for 1, and Joshlo in a lot of trouble there, feeds his life over, but now the OD is here as well, gonna get fought, well, gonna get banished. There's that TP rotation, there's a hook that hooks him into tower range. Aloha Dance deploys that overpower with that slow as well. He knows that he's dead pretty much, but he has the tangos, he has the quelling blade. He walks in through the exit and takes the emergency exit. The fire escape is not gonna be the bailout he needs there. The banish! Why did Tame Wild not use the banish? They're sparing Aloha Dance. And thinking he could have done it with just right clicks there. Greedy to save some mana. And well, is gonna get punished severely for that. Oracle finds the easy way out, death through neutrals.
Maybe it was out of range. Maybe it just cooled down when we both clicked on him at the same time.
Possible. Or maybe it had this gentleman's agreement. Alright, no rush 20 minutes.
Well, Ogre has certainly broken that agreement. Tame Wild is arrow? No. That would have been a kill if he got hit with that arrow, I think. But either way, you go in that deep as Ursa, you don't die. I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about that. Still for S+4, they have the Beastmaster, who's pretty happily just jungling at this stage. We already talked about the Iron Talon in that earlier game 1. So yeah, quick level 6. Maybe not the fastest we've ever seen, but he is running around pretty much uncontested. And Tama Wild is still doing really well up against G, who's now going to try to go in.
Oh, this time it lands, and he's a dead man. Starstorm finds him, and a low head dance as the Omni Slash is there to bail out. No, sir. What? Okay, they know. They know.
Got him. Yeah, sentry.
Well, they did get the OD, and helps towards G farming up and getting control of his lane, so it's not too bad. The Omni Slash was committed, so that's an ultimate down. Seedoi is low on mana. He has to be careful here. G will plunk away at him. He knows he's out of mana. Does he have stick charges? He does. Still not enough there. The arrow's gonna be a little bit wide. Will not find it.
He's getting some very, very valuable space here for Sioma. Getting closer to level 6. Already has level 4, so his Fate's Edict and Fortune's End are both up. And of course, Purifying Flames for damage reasons. You're going to be getting that no matter what.
He's standing still.
That's a hook.
Standing still. He does have the Fate's Edict though, so he can actually dodge hook damage. No, I mean rot damage.
You can dodge rot damage, yeah.
He can use it on himself and then channel Fortune's End and then make a run for it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yes. So Roger probably needs someone else to help him. Okay, now you can't kill him because the Ursa. You never want to hook an Ursa. Usually things go bad when you do that.
Yeah. Ursa does like the soft exterior of interiors of Pudge as well. Right now.
Still, it is Beastmaster closing onto that level 6. As soon as S+4 are able to get more onto the board with more heroes. Mirana's actually taken to the top of the net worth chart, helping to kill out that OD. So Aghanim Scepter for G, it's pretty much everything coming up straight for them. Ghost Stick though, Batrider, a couple of stacks, but doesn't seem like he's really close to any hugely relevant.
He's going drums.
In this game, just going for drums.
Yeah. I guess he just realizes that blinking in is going to result in him going into that astral prison, so might as well just go for the drums, maybe run, help his team go in for the reach, and the hook gonna completely eyeball there. Rojka not having the best of days.
Drum is really good with the team, like again, like helping Ursa and Mirana just run in and do their damage. It is very valuable, but that being said, you also do want to be able to land a Flaming Lasso. G is up towards top.
Double
cheese out anyone here.
Okay, that was odd. The heals
scare them, man.
Maybe he fires an arrow through the trees. He might hit Vansko. Might. There is a rock that he has to worry about though. Where are his buddies? That's the most obvious Moonlight Shadow I've ever seen.
Got the deny.
Got the deny. Well, I guess it was worth it, guys.
There's still some Moonlight Shadow here on Ghost Stick. Maybe Pseudo is not going to expect another Invis hero coming from behind. No, there's Brace or no drums actually on the Batrider, so that's not gonna happen.
Even with drums, I don't think it's a good idea. There's Rock and there's Omni Slash. Could have been potentially fatal. Aloha Dance not getting that early entrance into Roshan as he would like. Too many prying eyes, and Shashlo now at level 6 there. Escaping the jungle there with Tranquil Boots and some new items. Almost half a Necropope. That's crazy. Meanwhile in the middle lane with Poshka still beating away at that OD, so all seems good here. All seems good
max
here.
On Ogre Magi.
Yeah, it's a build I've seen. It's not necessarily the best, but it's still there, and it does give you quite a bit of move speed and attack speed.
It makes multicast level 6 a little bit awkward since multicasting Bloodlust is usually whatever. You don't really care about that. No stuns just yet.
Well, you make your whole team fast and powerful, I guess.
I mean, you don't need to make like 2 guys
Poshka,
powerful.
That's gonna hook him in.
He's ready to go in on this. And then a hook. Well, there goes the Ogre.
Again. And this game looking rough here for Empire. They're not doing that early game that we expect them to do. There's Batrider here looking for a pull, but Seedoi already on his way out. Not gonna find him without the Blink Dagger. And this game already looking rough here for the Empire fans. Seaman Slayer Yeah, caught here, hit by a roar. The bird is going to scout things out. The rock's going to follow. He tries to bail himself out with the ulti. He does. Is there going to be a TP? He needs to TP out of this. He does purge up. He's trying to heal, but I'm not sure he will manage to heal in time. He blows up. Will not be able to heal in time, but the rock committed for rock and roar for support hero. Has to transition this into a tower, otherwise it's a waste.
Have the golem with no easy way from Empire to kill it off, but yeah, that is a lot of commitment for just an Oracle. I mean, I guess they get the false promise out as well, so there's another minute where they can make a play and know for sure that there's going to be no instant save, but it's still a little bit too expensive for my taste. I'm sure S+4 are certainly not too happy about that as well. They certainly wanted another hero to kind of be in the mix there and get caught up in all that, but and now Empire, knowing that those ultimates are down, they're going to smoke up. Is it going to be straight to the Roche pit? Or are they going to look for a kill? Roche is going to die pretty quickly up against an Ursa with level 3 Bloodlust, Mask of Madness, and maxed out Fury swipes.
Yeah.
S+4, they may like have this in the back of their mind, but not really sure if they're ready to go into this.
I like how Mirana is showing her face there with the Ogre. So they're going to do this they're going to disarm Roshan, and then they're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Fire the arrow long range, they have the Moonlight Shadow start things off. They doesn't have the hammer, so he has to worry about this. But the hook that hooks out the Ursa, that is not the plan he wants. And now he's going to get caught out. He pops the Enrage, that does enough damage, that doesn't do enough damage. They hook out the Ursa, and that's problems. The Omni Slash is ready for Seedoy. They're going in there, might have to spread the love there to the neutral creeps. The spin, not going to be enough. Ghost Stick surviving a little bit there, but the banish comes out, and that will be the end of the Bat Rider. And this is why challenging that Roshan was not the play, but Seedoy now really low. Has to play careful here, otherwise he might go down to G. The Bloodlust once again being applied. There's a Starstorm again for this Mirana. Is it going to be enough? They're going to peel away. So comes back in 10 seconds. This Oracle is just so low. He gets hooked, and a nice hook once again from the Punch Roger, redeeming himself from game number 1. Gonna have that bottle, the immediate TP. Nice courier, gonna catch him. Nope. Gonna TP out of there. So G will escape with his life, but S+4, they stop this Roshan in its tracks.
So yeah, I'm not really sure what the Oracle is doing there. He's at like 10 HP. Probably not a good idea
Kill
to be there.
Bad
S+4 were able to sneak in a Fatal Bonds onto Roche. I think it hit onto Ursa. It definitely hit onto the Oracle. And that's kind of broken, so they should finish Roche from there on out. And we're going to catch the Warlock and probably bring Bankscore down.
Poor guy, dead.
I think he can actually clean up a couple of these heroes and maybe go in for a little bit
No stun
more.
here.
No stun onto Roger, but Alodance can go right back into Roche. No Fatal Bonds to threaten this.
So wait, he bonded Roshan and 2 heroes?
Yeah.
Oh, Warlock brought back. They have Rock. They want to go in for this, but I think they might be a little bit late unless they start right now. The TP, wait, the TP was cancelled by Vanskor. He cancelled his own TP. Seedoy jumps in, tries to steal the Aegis, but not this time. There will be no Grand Theft Aegis. And Aloha Dance, he is ready to jump right in. The leap gonna give the move speed for everyone, and now it's really fast there on the Radiant. They are gonna try and chase in OD, no running away. Yeah, he's gonna hook a corpse backwards. There's the Rock, gonna control for a second here. Aloha Dance not fearing, he has that second life. The Enrage, they're gonna reduce that damage. The Golem still doing damage. Aloha Dance would rather not lose this Aegis right now. The hook, oh, nearly finds G there, but luckily his tail pointing the wrong way. So no hook in there, the hitbox not finding it. And Aloha Dance will escape with his Aegis for now. Not gonna surrender that advantage he just got.
Still an incredible win for Empire. They get the Aegis, manage to preserve it. They pull out a buyback and a Warlock ultimate without having any casualties. And they kill off an OD. So I mean, just win upon win upon win to the Empire side. If they had, you know, maybe 1 or 2 sets of Arcane Boots, they maybe could have actually pushed for a little bit more. They were very dry in mana by the end of it. But either way, for S+4, that was indecisiveness, I want to say. Like, you stick the TP there as Warlock and you go for it.
I think he canceled by accident. I think that almost looked like a, oh guys, let's go. And then he forgot to hold down shift when he clicked right move and canceled his own TP and said, never mind guys, I bought back for nothing.
And now that's going to put Empire in a very powerful position where they can pretty much YOLO into any hero.
Oh, Blink Dagger's ready! Arrow, no dismember outs. He didn't even have to use his Enrage. Oh, Vanskor. Yeah. When we say it's Power Warlock Day, we didn't say it was just for 1 game.
It's a day after all. It's for every Warlock.
Well,
Yeah, this right about now is the part where Empire will, maybe not right now, but once you get the Aghanim Scepter on Mirana, you have this Bloodlust maxed out. Ogre Magi now has a stun, plus they have Ursa, who's maxed out in all of his right-click abilities with Mask of Madness. They can charge at you non-stop in any circumstance, and with Aegis they'll be feeling pretty comfortable. They have the ultimate on Oracle, they should be feeling pretty comfortable on that as well. S+4 really can't compete up against the Ursa at this stage unless they are somehow able to hook and isolate him.
ooh. And they commit 4 heroes down here, so that's gonna be that. Bat Rider farming up his Blink Dagger. Will he find it in time is the question. I don't think they... Oh, he breaks the smoke there, Seedoy. I think they saw this. Ghostic probably saw that one. But I really gotta commend how well G's been playing so far. He's been staying out of trouble. You know, his scoreline doesn't reflect that, but he's been really staying out of trouble. And now, speaking of trouble, Tame My Wow is going to be in a lot of trouble. They drop the hammer, they use everything, but the Oracle says no, and they leash up the Warlock as well, so there will be no dropping the base here. He tries, but he gets brought down. Aloha Dance topped up the full because of that lifesteal as well. You gotta note, that comes back double. And Aloha Dance is not done. What is up? He goes for the Hello Kitty. Does he find it? No, he does not. Just threatening there. Aggressive posturing. Gonna feed some Necro Book units over as well. The Ursa are gonna enjoy that. $100 for free. And yeah, Arcane Boots come through and they topped up. Empire gonna take this early game and look at this Aloha Dance. No mercy. Shashlo locked down by the Oracle, and this is the power spike you were talking about in this early game. They're shutting down S+4 before they get online, and that's really breaking that cycle of ultimates.
This is, I mean, OD has Astral Imprisonment, but everything else, the vast majority of everything else is ultimate based, so there's no like quick hex or anything like that from the line or a spike used to slow down an Ursa. Once he's running at you, you gotta commit onto him pretty heavily, and you don't want to do that because he has an Aegis. So it's like, do you stun him to survive and not get the kill because he has an Aegis, or do you just let him kill you? I don't know if there's a good decision there, honestly. So Aloha Dance is running around with complete freedom, and of course with Ursa leading the charge, that means everyone else can just kind of follow up with the Ursa and clean up behind him. So Empire get a huge win by cleaning out that mid lane, a boatload of kills. Plus this is going to give them Blink Dagger on the Bat Rider, so he and the Ursa are now able to freely YOLO in, and Mirana has the Aghanim Scepter. So S+4 split push, I suppose, to try to get around this until the Aegis is timed out, but they don't really have great split push heroes. I mean, Beastmaster's pretty good, but he can't race the entirety of Empire.
Yeah, Empire... Okay, now I need to ask you, do you go a BKB on Ursa, or do you just pick up the Ags? You know, because there are those big long stunts on Dismember and Primal Roar. So do you just get the Aghanims to disable that? Oh, meanwhile, Tame My Wow in trouble here. The Roar looking for it. The arrow does find the OD, and Seaver the Slayer just running through the tree line, trying to find that. Shashno finds the Roar down. The lasso though does leash up the OD. There's the Warlock Golem. Is gonna land. The hook is gonna airball completely. The Fire Blast comes in, and OD still in the flames. He gets roasted. Meanwhile, Aloha Dance going for Shashlo. I'm having some spikes, but Aloha Dance on a mega kill. The Warlock goes down as well. They're just taking this fight all over the place. Aloha Dance doesn't have that BKB. I mean, doesn't have that Basher, so will not be able to stop that Shashlo with that punch TP out. And in the end, Empire. Oh wow, going for those Necro units, like free money, might as well get it.
Well,
and now they're gonna be pushing the base.
That's a really big loss for S+4. Not because they lost the heroes, which is really bad, but because they also lost that Warlock ultimate without getting anything at all. And the vast majority of Empire were on top lane while that fight started, and now Ursa has Basher. Abyssal might just be the next item build because he's so far ahead. I do think Ags is better than BKB in this situation. Although I'm not really sure if this game is actually going to come to it, considering how much control Empire have over this game. But like they are going to bug out. Yeah, what's their Roshan timer looking like? It's actually up, so no more Aegis for Aloha Dance. Yeah. But still, they have...
He managed to leverage a lot out of it.
At least initiation-wise, completely locked up.
The thing is, I feel like S+4, the situation they're in now, it's not even it's not even a thing that they had to face. It was just them being sloppy for a couple of fights, and then landing up in this situation. And then they continued taking some rather odd fights, you know, the OD not using his banish too early. I think he should be saving the banish for a kiting move. You know, you should really banish the Ursa, banish someone that's getting targeted by Ursa, lasso it up. But he banishes so fast, and once he uses that, Ursa's like, okay, I'm home free. It's time to get in. G with a very quick leap out of there will not be going down here. Oh, they roll him, so probably die. Yep, probably got him. But still, it's something he really needs to consider. Tame out well. Banish is a little bit too early, I think. Similar Slayer gonna pour it out, and then he dropped the hammer. Doesn't even kill him, and that's another big ultimate in the cooldown meter. And that is not looking good for them as they drop a potentially team fight winning ultimate. The Banish gonna miss there. Aloha Dance blinks away in time.
Well, they do use all their ultimates, S+4, but at least they get kills this time, right? Like Omni Slash and Ward to come off of Mirana is expensive, but worth it. Using the OD hammer to not kill off the Oracle, maybe not as much so, but S+4 are actually working with some sort of
OD take the bait
right now.
Let's OD take the bait and banish the Ogre here.
In before first hit bash.
Not even the bash, man. If Temawel uses his bubble here, should have even Poshka baiting with that TP. But yeah, if he uses the bubble there, Ursa jumps him, and that pretty much guarantees a kill. There's no such thing. I don't think there's such thing as a first hit. I mean, there is such a thing as first hit bash for Ursus, but he hits so fast, you're almost guaranteed to get a bash, right? It's 25 seconds, 25%. You hit so many times in a short duration.
I think you can get like 2 shots before an OD actually casts his actual imprisonment.
Well, yep, Empire takes out the tier 2 top, and they do get a successful scan on that middle lane as well. At the Rosh pit, so they know that the enemy is there. And with that Moonlight Shadow, they might just, descend upon them. This is bad. The Bat Rider flies over cliffs, remember? Sea-Doi gonna get lashed there by that Bat Rider. They will grab him. So the Juggernaut, he's gonna be dropping low. He does not die just yet. They banish away the Ursa Warrior. He does have the ultimate on him. He loses his life there after that ultimate. And now Sea-Doi is unstoppable. They get the perfect initiation that they want. The bite goes onto Mirana. Mirana needs to jump away. But the upheaval just too good for him. He loses his life. 4 heroes down. What's happening? I told you. Empire are good at making things interesting. They lose 4.
That was such a huge miscommunication between the Ursa and the Bat Rider. Like, the Ursa wanted to take the Juggernaut
right he
outside of the pit, like straight up, and the Ursa blinked straight in, expecting the Bat Rider to just use the lasso as a stun. So the Ursa wasn't actually hitting the Juggernaut for a good majority of that lasso, and then Juggernaut ends up surviving. If they actually were on the same page, they kill the Juggernaut immediately. There's no Omni Slash to deal with, there's no Healing Ward to deal with, and most likely Empire clean house. A small error like that is going to cost them so much. At least for them, S4 don't have a Roshan to take, so you are able to Beastmaster on the bottom lane, which is not bad. But yeah, that was a messy engagement to say the least.
Yeah, messy engagement that will go. Well, go to S+4. Keep the game interesting. But Aloha Dance losing a big fight there, and kind of probably wished he picked up that Aghanims early, but now they're gonna go for the Rosh.
This one should be a pretty easy pickup. Speaking of easy pickups, they found a Pudge.
Yeah, they got him. And Sea-Doi is going in. They got a big upheaval there. The Fatal Bonds as well, but Ursa does get the time there to get that Aegis, so now might be problems for them. More time to leverage this Aegis.
They need the security of Aegis on the Ursa so that he can just go ham. And they also need like S+4 to respect the double life on Ursa so they don't commit spells on him. Again, that same problem arises before where it's like you want to stun Ursa, but you can't really afford to without really trying to go for the kill. It's an awkward spot to be in, so they get a free Pudge, they get a free Roche. Empire still doing okay for themselves, although the advantage that they once had definitely has dried up somewhat. It's pretty much just an even game at this stage. S+4's late game is going to start to kick in rather soon, and their late game is incredibly potent.
Yeah. Aloha Dance, meanwhile, thinking about some solo adventures here as they play careful. But we'll decide against it. I'm sure all the bettors are going to be thankful to him for that one. But yeah, if you're just tuning in right now, Empire are 1 game up, so they need to win this one to clean out S+4 and knock them out of the tournament. But if they drop this, they might be going to a game 3, and Empire have been playing games all day, so the fatigue might be starting to set in. Jug is top net worth right now.
Oh, Vang score. TP out? No. That's a very long TP.
Talon Warlock Day.
Rip Warlock. It's gonna give Ursa a little bit of extra cash towards that.
Oh, Rochka going for
being
the
able
Mirana.
to buff out Warlock.
Star
Oh,
Stall.
Roger's there.
The arrow is gonna
arrow.
nearly extends it to a 5-second, but I don't think G should be chasing this. Yeah. Doesn't chase it, but Aloha Dance, I'm proud of you, my man, going for the objectives. Going for that tier 3, sorry, and that middle lane. The hook there from Rochka, they have to play it right, don't want to get hooked in by that punch and really ruin this moment for the team. The Banish is going to set things up, but they blink away immediately. I like the new blink animation, you know, you poof away into leaves.
He is going to keep the team safe. I still think that they should try to play this as aggressively as possible. Just try to use this Aegis, and with this fresh Ags on the Ursa, definitely going to be attractive for him to go in that much more. And they'll have their chance. It looks like shots though. Okay, this bird is going to get set on fire, which is fun. This is S+4 making a very, very bold move down mid as a team into an Ursa with Aegis.
Yeah. Take my wall, meanwhile. Oh, they're gonna smoke behind the OD. Okay, nice little line drawn there.
If Fire were just a little bit closer, they could have just grabbed them with the bat.
Yeah, Aloha Dance is the only one showing up.
This is not a place where S+4 should really look to fight.
Yeah, Sidoi, you can see him holding his blade, but they want to go anyway. They go in, and Aloha Dance, he's just gonna bail out of there. He doesn't even use the enrage, the hook shot. It's gonna land on the Oracle. That's very unfortunate, but unfortunately for Punch instead, he's gonna get caught, and now the Banish will save him. And Sidoi is on a monster's kill. They are gonna slow Aloha Dance. They bounce him away. The upheaval is gonna mess this fight up real bad for them. And I don't think this Ursa is getting out a second time. This is really bad for them. Now deploys the... Yeah, he doesn't get anything. He has no outs from this. The upheaval is too strong for this fight. They lose Ursa twice and the Oracle. That was unfortunate. The Ursa blinked away, got the hook, and in the end... Oh, the Omni Slash not even used there from Sidoi. He might just go in here. Miposhka in a lot of trouble. The arrow is gonna fly. It's gonna land on the illusion, but it's not enough. Then now base threatened. We talked about Beastmaster and his pushing potential. They only needed one good fight, and this good fight was there. So now the Banish coming out onto the Bat Rider is going to set up a perfect hook. There's going to be a nice hook there. The stun comes out, but Ghostic going to go down for free. And oh no, Empire might have just thrown this game. I like what G is doing. He's cutting the wave, shoots the arrow back from behind, gets the double Starstorm, but the Banish comes out, saves his life, and now G nearly made the biggest play of this game. But he will be bailed out by the OD. Ruined the fun. G nearly made a huge play there. What is he doing? Jumping in there. The Oracle bails him out. Sidoi on a beyond godlike streak now. This Juggernaut is going ham. G gonna jump out, but probably gonna die here. He pops. Doesn't have a buyback as well. Doing that without buyback, that was just a big mistake there. The neutrals will shoot a shockwave across, but S+4, I don't know. They might be able to clean up this game. There are no buybacks. And Ursa, one person alone without BKB, is not gonna be able to do this. That's Raw, that's OD, that's the whole team. It might be GG.
I don't know. There's still tier 2s on the side lane, so it's not quite game over just yet for Empire. They're very behind at this point. That was a sick play from G. Like, going into the middle lane like that and then shooting an arrow back is never an angle you would expect. I think a problem I'm seeing for Empire is that like they're out of mana. They're gonna catch the Pudge, and he is super dead. But I mean, that fight started off with, you know, hook onto Oracle, whatever. That was kind of unfortunate. Mirana actually had no mana that entire time. She was split pushing top, like very liberally, using her mana to get through those creep waves, and ended up just being unable to join the fight because even if she was in the fight, she would not have enough mana to cast Starstorm. And that was even without OD using his ultimate, which is another problem entirely. But it never seems like Empire, or at least in that time, they were not really prepared. It always seems like mana issues are popping up, and it is certainly costing them quite a bit. But mid lane Rax's being gone is really bad for Empire, yes. They still have enough power to take these team fights. It is not over for them.
Yeah. Well, they were looking for a pick here, but S+4 calls them out on their gig. or Jig rather. The birds once again scouting perfectly. You see the Beastmaster's effect here playing a huge role in keeping the team alive. The Observer Ward's in the middle of the lane as well. Very, very big here on the Empire side. And right now, Seedoy, that beyond godlike streak, not ended just yet. He's 10-0 right now. The Manta and the Diffusal on him. 4,800 gold in the bank. It's a lot of money, a lot of damage that Juggernaut can output here.
Even without using an Omni Slash also. He doesn't even have Blade Dance maxed out, so his damage output is far from being capped out at this stage.
He just wants to survive the Ursa burst.
Yeah, it's getting to a stage where Ursa kind of needs to upgrade this Basher into an Abyssal just to get a higher chance of one of those pickoffs to happen. It's been a long time since we've seen Empire actually, you know, blink lasso someone. Ghost X just never really been in a position to do that.
I mean, OD is a prop.
Yeah.
You saw how much fun the OD ruined there. That was a really cool play from G, and it just got completely countered there by the OD. Stopped the Starstorm from hitting the Juggernaut and saving his life. Would have been huge there from G to take out the Jug.
You gotta get onto the OD himself, force some like personal defensive tactic, and having an Abyssal Blade, just having an additional stun through the Abyssal Blade, a guaranteed stun is gonna be a pretty big deal. But S+4, gonna post up in the enemy jungle, top lane being pushed by Empire. They're hoping for one person to try to defend this, and then they'll jump on him and then take this top racks. One person is gonna be an OD, who if they had an Abyssal Blade would be such an easy kill, but he's gonna fall back.
Yeah, not gonna fall for the easiest, the most obvious bait in the world. I mean, the OD has been making some questionable plays this entire game, but still.
He's gotten it together since he picked up, you know, Blink and Hurricane Pike, so a little bit of extra leeway for mistake making when you have that much mobility. Not to say that he's making any huge mistakes right now, but he's allowed to, because he could just kind of fix it himself. He's got a Force Staff on the Pudge and a Hook. It's a lot of bailout power at this point for...
Does he go Shivas or Hex here, you think?
As OD, Shivas is not that great up against Empire. Like, Mirana and Batrider are not physical damage dealers. So I think probably Hex to do it, just instant respond to that Ursa.
Okay. Thing about Hex is you kind of rage out of it as well.
He messed up his last enrage in the mid lane fight. Like, he enraged, and then he got hit with the Warlock ult stun.
Oh yeah.
Damage.
I mean, Shivas is great for protecting yourself as OD up against the Ursa, but it doesn't really do anything versus anyone else.
Trying to force TPs back, and I think they did their job. Oh no, Pudge is going to actually glimmer himself to the front there. Will he be able to pull more heroes back? It looks like Roger will show himself. There's going to be the Purge. Demon Slayer immediately going to back off. The Moonlight Shadow deployed. Then Roger doesn't have a gem. No gems here on both sides. There is Necro 3, but Seedoy is gonna back out of there already. But G scouts him with the Invis. Does he find him? This is an Omni Slash target. Oh no! Seedoy screws up majorly, but he will blink away. The OD ultimate is down, and this time they get the arrow. No, he sidesteps that one. It might be a little bit too dangerous to dive up that way, but okay, not the best use of the Omni Slash for sure. But you know, when the stakes are high, can get a little bit chancy here.
OD blinks and imprisons, but misses and hits a catapult accidentally. Not a terribly huge deal. But you know, they get rid of the Omni Slash, yes, but they use Moonlight Shadow in order to pull that out, which is an equally important cooldown, I want to say. And that means that S+4, they know that with one Observer Ward looking over their Roche attempt, they're gonna be clear to go for it, and Roshan is not gonna last long. This is Aegis, most likely for OD, cheese for the Juggernaut, for the Beastmaster, cheese for someone, but man, that's a free Roche. Now for the S+4 side, they take it away from the Ursa team, which is already huge. Roger is in kind of no man's land.
Finds the Pudge, and now Pudge off the Glimmer Cape. That's a free kill. Nice freebie there, but Tame Wow a little bit too far from his team. Doesn't want to push that far. Could get punished. The bounce back there, nice from the Batrider. They get a freebie and they back off. This is just time they need to wait out this Aegis.
It's all about that split.
Oh no, they're going in. This is the fight that the enemy doesn't expect. Seedoy, there's gotta be a really huge one. Gets the first deep bash as well. Where's that Omni Slash? Gets the banish there. Now the rock starts off. Aloha Dawn's taking big damage here from the save out here from the Oracle. Seedoy gonna lose his life to cheese up here, and that is why it's a bad idea to go in there without that Abyssal Blade as well. Go sick. Now we're gonna get Euled up. That is not his Eels. Oh, he blinks away, but that's gonna work out for him. The banish comes out, and yeah, he should be dropping here, and the gem following that as well. So bad call here from Empire, gonna be costing them quite a bit of resources.
S+4 are really punishing this kind of sloppy positioning from Empire. Always 4 or 5 heroes in a group together, so the Warlock combo hits pretty hard. Stun duration, just the Warlock rock, whatever. The OD ultimate is doing some pretty serious work as well, just to at the very minimum deplete mana pools, which I already said is a problem and is even a bigger problem once you get hit with that Sanity's Eclipse. So S+4, they do preserve their Juggernaut at the cost of their cheese. I kind of like the balls there from Empire to reinitiate like that, but at this point, Juggernaut, he's got Mantis Style, he's got Eye of Scotty. For Empire, they have like a Fire Blast
try
and
again.
a Dash from the
Who's behind him?
Those are not really great stuns at this point.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Starting to close in, but the team is actually really pretty split up here. So Vansko deploys the upheaval. Now the spirits come in. Now they're gonna banish here. G once again. Oh, there's the diffusal blade. They will leap away. The Oracle will bail him out, and now the lasso. This could be the start they need. Juggernaut gonna take a huge amount of beyond godlike streak down, and they're fighting without their team. This is the mistake that makes CIS Dota just so good to watch. The mistakes after mistakes. Vansko gets hooked away by his buddy, but that's the Aegis and the cheese lost. And the Juggernaut beyond godlike, the Aegis life, the real life as well for the OD, brought down just because they fought without their team. Two crucial targets, Beastmaster and Punch, way across the map there, and in full vision range for Empire to see. Oh man, Mike. Oh man. And they're still trying to fight 3v5. Come on, guys. You had this game. You're giving it back. No buyback so far. Shashlo's on fire. Ogre diving 1v3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's die. Oh man. What's this game? What is
Clown
this game?
Fiesta, man. The Juggernaut has a buyback, so there's really no
why?
huge threat here for the S+4 side. The Mirana has a lot of damage. Unfortunately, tried to go and damage a hero who had pipe, so she ended up doing pretty much nothing. Still, they are able to take down the OD. They're able to take down the Juggernaut. Just gold-wise, that is absolutely huge for the team, but objective-wise, it seems like it's actually not going to do anything for them. So S+4, yeah, that's a little bit of a blunder. They lose their Aegis, their Roshan advantage from a little bit earlier. But they're still in pretty much the same exact spot as they were in just 2 minutes before. So, not the end of the world, not by any stretch. The Ursa, though, does have that Abyssal Blade. The Mirana also does have that Ethereal Blade.
No, but it gives them a chance, right? And now Tamai Wild is about to walk into another lasso gank, and he gets lassoed up, and there's your Ursa. Cleans him up, death after death.
Still no buyback. That's an opening.
You know, it's hard to root for Pudge teams when it's Pudge teams that really ruins the game for him. Kind of get well the anger from all the Pudge pickers in PubSco, you know, they land those mad hooks in the game and their cores proceed to throw the game. It's kind of disappointing sometimes.
Roger's playing well. It seems like just random mispositionings from his allies is gonna cost him. But speaking of mispositionings, G is in the middle of freaking nowhere, and I think
gotta see them. There's a gem, bro. There's a gem. No wait, didn't Warlock buy the gem?
At all here.
I thought Warlock bought a gem. Oh no, it's at home. Yeah, it's at home. Left on the ground. And meanwhile,
oh, no, this is the arrow, and the TP doesn't work.
Oh no, Beastmaster. No, there is a nice upheaval. They hook the Ursa back in. They bite him, but he's pretty tanky. Well, he's got enraged in 4 seconds. You don't want to mess with this guy. And now he has the arcane boots as well. I think Roshka wants to go back in, but Seedoy is in the works. Maybe just blink in for a quick bash, maybe? Yeah, no, he has blink in 3 seconds. He's looking for G, but Seedoy has to be careful there going in. Now the lasso onto the Juggernaut. This is big. The arrow's gonna land. That's perfect. Gonna save the Jug there. Some grief. There's that Omni Slash ready to be deployed as well, but Seedoy is really slow right now. Gonna have that purge. Aloha Dance gonna blink away. Seaman the Slayer probably gonna be the sacrificial lamp. They will Omni Slash the Bat Rider, and that's it. Sidoi somehow not getting hooked off the cliff there, and Poshka going in against a multi-cast and a kill on the punch. This game is lovely. The bash share from Sidoi takes out the Ogre, but in the end, it's 2 for 2, 24 to 26. Oh boy, sometimes, you know, I wonder why I take the midnight shift for these games, but then I get the games like these, and then like, okay, it's worth it.
The OD coming into that fight at the perfect time. Sheepstick, of course, is great, but the Astral Imprisonment, again, an all-star, and saving his allies, which, I mean, it looked like Empire were able to probably get a free pick off there on the Juggernaut, or really on whoever they were able to chase after. But still, it's the OD defensive power that's coming through big. G is in a little bit of trouble once again. Maybe not that much.
Oh,
maybe a lot, actually.
Lincoln's away.
He's gotta run.
He's gonna get rolled up. That's Abyssal Yules? Not Yules, I mean... Ghost Scepter is no longer free when you're with Zero Blade, so... He loses his life. But yeah, they're running top now for this OD, but the Observer Ward... No, this Observer Ward's not on the cliff, so it might not see it. But Aloha Dance doesn't have invisibility to bypass this. And
G has no buyback, so this bottom lane push is going to be kind of tough to stop. They need that extra burst of Mirana magic damage if they're going to, you know, burst someone like Sidoi down from 2700 HP to 0. Ursa does a lot of damage, but he can't do it by himself because he's going up against, you know, Rotten Dismember or whatever. OD is going to be there, so they have 40 seconds to try to hold out. No split push, or very little split push, has been done, and Empire's high ground defense is not really fantastic. They gotta grab Sidoi and bring him back a long way with the Batrider.
Oh, they force him up, and there's the stun. They go in right away. The last on the hook. Like I said, it's gonna be blocked. But the Eel Scepter here, and once again, the Banish. They're playing a huge part in this game, immediately hexing the Ursa. This is bad. The Oracle is gonna bail him out for now. The Warlock Golem comes down. This could be the end if they don't get they don't get Sidoi here. But I think the Ursa will pop there from that boom. But no, he does not. Aloha Dance, the hammer, ready in 15 seconds. They're holding him back. Sidoi healing up with the heals there, and now they stun up Hey My Wow, might go in there. The Ursa coming in with the kills, but the Hurricane Pike doing some big damage. The Eel Scepter will build the bat out. Ursa Warrior going in, gets hooked by the punch, and punch has so much control for the Ursa. He's gonna go down. He doesn't have buyback, and that might be the end. G healing up. Is there gonna be a kill to get the OD? And G just coming back. He will be dead again without buyback, and now the Batrider trying to fly away from his problems, but it's not gonna work. Is it gonna work? Wasting time for Sidoi, but it's not gonna be enough. The junk just does too much damage, and now as the full team wipe comes in without buybacks. Alright, the Ursa buys back, the Batrider buys back. They're gonna try and get something. The game is not over just yet. They need to get something out of these. And Shashlo seems to be the first nearest target. Aloha Dance reaching for him. Gets a bash. And up the Abyssal Blade will start things. No vision so far. Roshka gonna walk away. Now here comes the jam. Vanskor. Harlem Warlock say hello. Gets the kill. Gets the punch. Will get 2 kills. But they're just pretty much consolation kills at this point. They have 2 Rexes down. Huge buyback costs to endure, and this Juggernaut gets away scot-free. Or maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. We'll see. Still, one more mistake from Loss.
And OD in prison. What an ability. Saves his Juggernaut friend again. Saves himself. Keeps Aloha Dance out of the fight. You see now a hammer being built up on the Ursa. He's going to go for Ags and a BKB now just so he can get around that OD in prison, and you know, everything else as well, but mostly just so he doesn't get bubbled out or stuck in the upheaval, unable to move. This is by far the best I've seen upheaval recently. Usually it's just a trash spell that gets immediately interrupted, but Empire don't really have a lot of heroes that can do that, at least not from a convenient and guaranteed range. Like, there's just not many heroes that can do that on their teams, like Ogre, and that's it. So yeah, the Warlock's getting a lot done with that tool up against the Ursa, and crucially for G, he's just struggling to get gold for buyback. He is very, very short on buyback gold right now. He needs a lot of time to farm.
Double damage, Ursa.
The rest of the team, they're going in, man. They're not stopping.
Oh, this time there's no bailout. Sidoi get a pull, and now double damage on Ursa. Is he gonna catch it? But no, the stun is gonna get. But the enraged nice Abyssal Blade follow up, and now they stun Shashlo as well. They bounce him back. Oh man, this freaking game. Shashlo gonna get bailed, but Aloha Dance doesn't stop now. Oh, that's gonna be the banish. Ruins the fun, but Juggernaut down for 80 seconds. He doesn't have buyback. What did he buy, man? What did he buy? He didn't save for buyback. Okay, if this costs his team the game, okay.
Did he get travels?
I don't know what he bought, but he doesn't have
Basher?
buyback. He bought himself a Vanguard. Okay, doesn't have buyback for 60 seconds. They're not pushing top though. They are going for Roshan. Okay, this will buy them Roshan time. Without the jug coming back, they are gonna get Roshan. And yeah, I think they'll get Roshan. S+4, are they gonna be that crazy to challenge this? I don't know. Looks like they are. Nope.
They're gonna get Roshan.
Oh, they
Aegis
are. They are
Cheese,
challenging this.
plus a 10-second BKB charge on the Ursa. They'll get a very big timing. Can they kill this bird before the TP?
No, it doesn't.
No, they can't. Josh still
Oh,
is
the
here,
OD
jumping.
going in there. Does he steal it? He doesn't. He doesn't. Okay, he's gonna be lucky, but the OD does get that pistol play. That's the longest pistol play I've seen. Aloha, that's the arrow follows up, and now OD. Oh no, not like this. The golem being used ahead of time. Aloha does pop that BKB. He will survive and rages it out of there. OD, where is he? Still trying to run away from his problems, but Starstorm is landing. Juggernaut comes back in 8. The cheese has been stolen actually from the OD, but he doesn't run away from this one. E-bladed in the face. The shotgun goes pow. He tails down. Rochka try to hide away from this. He will be successful. He bails out. They do not lose the Aegis. And now G, now Empire. They find the opening they need. OD does have the buyback. They have the Aegis and Ursa. They don't have BKB though. They might want to wait this one out, but they want to force out this OD buyback. Rochka, the best is to not get hooked now. They go in. The Oracle bails himself out now. Seedoy, he doesn't have his OD friend this time, so he doesn't want to go down. The Enrage takes out the Pudge. Seedoy, there's the Bat Rider, does have lasso. He has to be very careful here. Where's that Bat Rider? The Abyssal Blade lands. Aloha dance. That BKB is not going to save him here. Bat Rider a little bit late to the party. And without buyback on Ursa, they will not be able to pull him back here for a crippling kill on the Seedoy. So now, I'm not sure where Bat Rider was throughout the entire fight, but I was waiting for that lasso for a really long time.
There's no buyback on the Ursa. I mean, I was gonna say for S+4. Stealing the cheese, losing the OD. Oh, they actually caught the last on the Beastmaster.
But Juggernaut, is he gonna come back? No! They build out, they don't get the TP in for the Juggernaut, but I don't think they will kill the Beastmaster. He's a little bit too tanky right now. But Pashka is gonna lose his life there. He does go for the stun. There's going to be the E-Blade, the Dagon! The double Starstorm is not enough to kill Shashlo. That pipe, that freaking pipe keeps him alive. And they waste Juggernaut's time. This is time that the Juggernaut is not pushing in that base. Is he gonna go for Mega Creeps? He's running across the Radiant base, waiting for creeps to come in. So he's gonna clear first. And we'll see if he makes the choice for base or Mega Creeps. And I think the answer should be pretty obvious here. It should be Mega... No, it should be base, I think. I don't know. Base seems like the best option, right? No buyback on the Ursa. But they're going for Mega Creeps, okay. They're gonna play this the safe way. They're going for Mega Creeps. There might be a chance for Empire to pull this back with a... I don't know, with a mega kill. Without buybacks. OD doesn't have buyback, so this could be the opening. There is that Moonlight Shadow. They're walking into upheaval though. The E-Blade is gonna land, and now Rochka gonna get lassoed up. The Oracle a little bit early. The hammer drops, and I think this might be it. They do damage. They might kill off the Pudge, but it's not gonna be enough. There goes. They're gonna bail out. The Moonlight Shadow is down. The Ursa is back though. Seedoy is ready to get those kills there. The double Starstorm doing very negligible damage now. Ursa kills off the Pudge. Alright, that's one hero down. They have to get those kills. The arrow on Juggernaut. This could be huge. They get the Grok. There's the root there. Seedoy looking for that banish. The hacks on Ursa. Ursa needs to get the build out there. He needs that BKB. He pops that BKB. He will survive there. Go in for the hit, but still getting kites in this game. All about the kites in the Ursa. He's gonna blink away. Seedoy stays alive. And the Oracle goes down again. 4 heroes now. Mega Creep starts streaming in. The Dire looking so close to bringing this to a game 3. Seedoy jumping deep. He does have buyback. He's playing safe. He's playing really fearless at this point. The Roar comes in. It could be game ending. The Enrage popped early. He will not be able to disjoint this one. The E-Blade tries to keep him alive. G doing his best. Keep Aloha Dance alive. But now here comes that E-Blade. Here comes the Diffusal Blade as well. Purging off that ghost. And Aloha Dance will call it Empire. They have managed to throw this game after 15 minutes of back and forth, and well, they made it really interesting, and we're going to game 3, Mike.
I don't even know, man. I mean, at S+4, that cheese steal was huge. It meant that Empire couldn't push in and really punish the Juggernaut. They get around the fact that Juggernaut dies without buyback at the very end. It was a good attempt by Empire, I suppose, but the Mirana's damage output up against the heroes that she needed to damage just wasn't nearly enough. Like, she had Dagon 2, Dagon 3 by the end of it, which is reasonable. But you're going into Pipe, you're going into some really, really bulky heroes at this stage in the game. It just seems like the Mirana, as far as what they needed her to do damage-wise, just wasn't nearly enough. The Ursa was therefore the only real damaging hero. Yeah, it did seem like for the Empire side, they had their power spike, and it just wasn't successful enough. They needed a lot more done, because after that, like, you know, Ogre Magi investing into Bloodlust for just an Ursa in the late game, very mediocre.
Yeah, they needed to play more disciplined. That was that. You know, they had some great pickouts here and there, but they needed to play disciplined Dota, and so did S+4. They threw some huge leads, and was worried for them but 1 point. But in the end, they will pull it back. So we will have the first game 3 of today, and we'll be hopping into the lobby right after this. You know, we are, I wouldn't say we're behind schedule. I think this is the last game that'll be coming up for tonight, this afternoon, wherever you're from. But I'm excited to hop into it, Mike. We're not done just yet. So we'll see you guys in the next game. You're watching the D2CL powered by Epic Esports events, as well as Face It. We'll be back with game number 3. Stay with us.